Okay, I don't think I care, like, at all. No, I really don't care. Like, this is none of my business. Okay, I know we're childhood friends, but I mean, congrats. I'm happy for you, but I don't care whether or not you got a boyfriend. Oh, yeah, thanks for showing me. Yeah, you two are very, very, very cute. Wait, can I take a look at this? Huh? What are you talking about? Yeah, no, you can have him. I'm not trying to take him. Just let me see. Where'd you meet this guy? Oh, really? What's his name? No, I'm not. I'm not. Like, I'm not. Like, I don't actually care that you're in a relationship. But who is this guy? No, I'm not jealous. Please, just tell me who is this? What's his name, bro? Isn't isn't this the guy that used to bully you back in high school? No, no, I'm not. Like, give me a second. Hold on. Look, is our class photo back in high school? That's literally the same guy. It looks a little different, but that's the same guy. It's the same name too. It's a different surname, but it's the same guy, same name. Okay, well, maybe the attitude is different, but I'm pretty confident that's the same guy. No, I'm not trying to, get you two to break up, but I want to let you know that I'm pretty sure that this is the same guy that hurt you all those years back. Talk to him about it, please. As your best friend, there's no way on God's green earth I would allow you to be with someone like that. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. But something tells me that I'm not. So please talk to him about it. Yeah, good. Tell me about it afterwards. Yeah. I don't mean to overstep our boundaries or be overprotective, but just don't want you to get hurt again. Good. If I say you go do that right now, if possible. Yeah. I'll see you later then. Oh, hey babe. Yeah. Sorry it took so long. Long line at the supermarket. I got some of that juice you like, so um, you know, feel free to take some from the fridge or the non-cold ones, because cold drinks aren't exactly the most healthy for you. But I understand that it's getting pretty hot lately, so yeah, feel free to take whatever you want. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Sorry, what? About what? I got the juice, and there was a long line at the supermarket. I was not lying. Oh, wait, hold on, relax, babe. What are you talking about? Lying about what? Everything? What everything? I haven't lied about anything. Oh, hey, relax, relax. What? Lied about who I am? Oh, shit. Yes, okay, yes. It is true. How'd you find out? Okay, I'm sorry. That doesn't. It's not what matters right now. Right. Look, baby, please relax. Hey, please, please. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry for not telling you. I'm sorry for pretending that we've never met when we met. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. No, no. That's not. That's not it. I swear on my life that is not it. Look. Yeah. It is me. Okay. It's me. And I heard you before. Oh, he told you. Well, yeah, uh, yeah, he's right. He's right. It is me. I, you're a bully. Yeah, used to be a bully back in high school. Hmm. Yep, that's me. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, but please listen to me because what I have to say. Look, you don't have to listen. Okay, I'm not gonna force you to. If you want me to leave, I'll leave. If you want to break up, we'll break up. Okay, but just please, just maybe if you would give me this chance to apologize and to at least explain myself. Maybe you don't want to hear it, but I feel like I owe you at least an explanation and an apology. So please, maybe. Okay, perfect. Well, I'll keep it as simple as possible. I understand you're upset. Don't want to waste your time. Okay. Yes, it's me. Used to be your bully. I've hurt you a lot. I recognize that. I've made you cry. I've said very awful things. Yeah, and all of that too. I I'm sorry about before. Okay, I know I know that this doesn't change anything, but honestly, I fell for you. Yes. Okay. Why would I even lie? Okay. There's nothing for me to lie about anymore. Okay. My lies have already been disproven more or less. This facade is it's gone anyways. I have nothing to lie about at this point. If you're upset at me, you're upset at me. If you hate me, you hate me. It is what it is. I have no reason to lie. I'm not lying. Okay, I love you. I love you a lot. And maybe now, even if you think back on it, you'd hate it. But what we've been dating for about a year. I've never stopped loving you. I've never hurt you during this period of us dating because I really did fall for you. I fell for you. I fell for you back then as well. It wasn't like love at first sight. I definitely didn't like you at first. You know, at all, really. Your optimism, your positivity, how hard you worked. I hated that. I hated that so much. I couldn't stand you. You irritated me. Everything about you, it bothered me so much. And over time, I, uh, I fell for you. You were kind to me, even though I was so mean. You never gave up, no matter how much time and effort I spent trying to put you down. You never gave up. You did your best for yourself and for the people around you. You were amazing. You were fantastic. And you still are. And at some point, I just didn't hate you anymore. I had no reason to. I never had any reason to. I just let everything that had happened to me get in the way of how I saw you. It should have been admiration and respect from the very start. And yet envy and jealousy made me hate you. I wanted to see you fail. I wanted to see you fall. Simply because I couldn't succeed. You accomplished so many things that I could never. And I hated you for that. I hated you so much. You made me feel so worthless. But at some point, like I said, I don't know. I fell for you. Maybe I fell from you. I fell for you from the start. Maybe I did. I just couldn't admit it. I couldn't face that. I couldn't face that. I liked you. I mean, yeah. What? I mean, there was never an opportunity for me to, tell you that I've changed my thoughts about you. You know, how do I suddenly tell? How do I suddenly tell you after hurting you for so long that I actually don't hate you anymore and that I really loved you, right? There was just never an opportunity for that. Not a single window where I could have done it and have it sound genuine, have it sound real. You know, because if I had one day just told you about it, like the sudden switch up, you wouldn't believe me. I wouldn't have believed myself either. You would have probably thought I was just messing with you, trying to hurt you even more. I didn't know how to tell you. I didn't even know if I should have told you. So I never did. I never did. I continued to just exist. I mean, I don't know if you remember, but at some point, when we got closer to graduation, I kind of stopped bullying you because I just couldn't do it. Realizing that I actually really loved you, I couldn't do it anymore. I couldn't say those things that I used to, be able to just casually say. Like I can't, how could I? So I didn't. And well, afterwards, things happened in my family, and my surname changed. This was after graduation. At some point, I figured that I should be better. I was too afraid to apologize to you. I was a coward. I didn't want to apologize. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't want to at the same time because there was no way you would have accepted the apology. which is fair, you know. Even right now, I don't expect you to accept everything I'm saying right now. I don't expect you to accept anything I'm saying right now. Not a single bit of it, you know, because I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. You have every reason to not believe me and not give a shit about me. Every reason. But yeah, you know, I tried to be better. In some of the things you said to me in the past stuck with me. So yeah, learn to be better, live life not being as much of an asshole, self improvement, all that, you know. And then at that party when I met you, I was surprised. I never thought I'd see you again. And I never showed up to the reunions and stuff because, I mean, let's be honest, nobody would have wanted me there. All those other bullies that I used to hang out with, I mean, we weren't really friends. It should have been clear to me back then. I mean, I guess it was. I just wanted to believe that it was, you know, true bonds, but it wasn't. So, I wouldn't have had anyone I got along with at the reunion that I could talk to, so I just didn't go. I left everything behind because I was ashamed. I wasn't satisfied. I wasn't happy with what I was, who I was. So, but when I saw you again and you said nice to meet you, I was. I mean, you don't say nice to meet you to someone you've already met, right? You don't say, oh, it's nice to meet you to someone you already know, and not just know that there's someone who's hurt you so much. I mean, maybe you really forgot who I was. But after talking to you a little bit more, you really just didn't recognize me. You didn't know that I was that monster before. And you know, I'm a selfish person. I guess that won't change. I was really selfish, and I figured, you know what? She doesn't remember me. She doesn't remember that monster I was, the one that hurt her. That's perfect. I can I can have a second chance. I can be better, do better, and then tell her that I love her. Obviously, all that worked out until now, I guess. Yeah, I don't know, babe. Sorry, I just don't know. Okay, I don't know if I would have been able to keep up this performance for forever. I mean, at some point, you probably would have found out one way or another. I guess. I don't know. Okay, I got excited. I got happy that I was able to see you again and not have that, reputation and have this opportunity just to start again. So I took it. I took it because I wanted it. I wanted it so badly. I guess it all worked out too good. I've physically I've grown a lot since then. I look somewhat different. Family issues happened. Last name's different now. Everything worked so well. When we met at the party and our conversations and all that, never really had to bring up anyone from the past. So, you know, there was no one there to tell you that it was me until today, I guess. Look, if you want me to go, I'll go. You know, if you want me to leave, never, never contact you again, just tell me. Tell me now. Say it to me. It's I would say it's karma or something like that at least. Punishment, no, judgment. I never deserved you, and a little too optimistic for me to believe that I would have even had a chance. Go on, just tell me. Tell me you want me to go. Tell me to leave. Why? No, like, what do you mean? Well, what do you mean you don't know how to feel? I hurt you. I made you cry. What? You're, you're really, you're really considering to not? Well, I mean, yeah. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know how to feel either. I just think, yeah, okay. I'm happy to hear that I've made you comfortable. I've made you happy. In the in the time that we've been together dating, but at the same time, there's no way you really would want to forgive me, right? Again, I'm sorry for lying. I just I did what was best for me. I did things and I made decisions that I that would have made me happy. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I've said it like many times already. I love you. I love you so much. You know, every little thing about you, I think is amazing. Every moment spent with you, never been happier. When we go out, even if it's something simple, just for food. Like going out for breakfast, going out for lunch, going out for dinner, just hanging out at home, or even just moments where I might have extra work to do and I'm just sitting there working, and you're just at the back, sitting on the sofa watching TV or something. Like, makes me really happy. I love you. I love you so much, and yeah, it's like you know, I'm serious. Of course, I'm serious. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. Of course. I mean, have I hurt you since we started dating, or I guess when we met again? Yeah. So I would never hurt you again. I've done enough of that. I've done enough of that after all. So yes, I promise. I swear on my life, never. never even think about it ever again. You, you'll forgive me? You're kidding, right? Seriously, you'd forgive me? Come here, please. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for everything I've done. I'm sorry about, the past and lying to you and stuff. Never, never telling you. I know I should have. Yeah, well, I suppose you're right. What? Just because someone stumbles and loses their way doesn't mean they're lost forever. I understood that reference. I love you. I love you so much. I again, I promise you that I'd never hurt you again. Ever. I will, I will make you happy. I'll make you smile. Well, I'll continue doing that then. It's like compensation. Yo, hello everyone. This is Amai. Sorry that my upload schedule's been pretty shit lately. I've been working on some other stuff actually. Um, like music mashups. If you're interested, I'll link that so you guys can check that out. Um, Now as for this audio, I'm not gonna lie. Um, I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it. Um, I think that an idea like this is kind of interesting, I suppose. You know, I feel like that would be a lot to take in. Um, Obviously, the ending is a little idealistic because I feel like to a certain extent, um, like how would you really forgive someone like that? Um, so someone who's hurt you intentionally, like multiple times. I feel like it'd be pretty difficult to forgive that. Even if they were a little bit better. I mean, I guess it's like, you know, being able to accept that, oh, it's just in the past. But at the same time, I feel like, well, obviously, again, it depends on the extent of how much they hurt you, I suppose. But I feel like, like maybe I'm just someone like who like might hold a little bit of grudges or like, you know, retain bad memories too well. But I feel like if somebody that really, really, really hurt me, um, you know, like if I got a girlfriend and turns out she was like this bully who like really hurt me and my self confidence and and all that, I feel like it'd be really difficult to process that and definitely not something I'd be able to do within like 20 minutes or however long the actual audio was. um and yeah, I don't know, I just feel like realistically it would be a little bit more hard to communicate, um, like where a relationship would go from there. But obviously, this is RP, so it's you know it's got to have a little bit of like like plot convenience, or like, I guess, like kind of like plot armor, I suppose, just to make things wrap itself up a little bit more easily. Um, I will say though, in the middle of recording this, I was thinking maybe I should have the ending not be one where like the listener just is like, um, accepts it and then stays in the relationship with the speaker. I definitely considered it being like, a full on breakup, or at least like an ending where it's like, okay, I can't deal with all of this right now. I'm gonna like think about it and then like talk to you later. I want you to get the fuck out for the time being though. I don't want to see you right now. That type of ending, I was considering that, because I feel like that makes more sense. But at the same time, who doesn't love a happy ending, right? Um, yeah, I did try to convey that sort of feeling through dialogue, that the listener would be pretty conflicted. I imagine some of you might have felt that way, where it's like, um, you know, like when I portrayed the speaker, like the boyfriend coming in, like, I was waiting in line for a long time. Like, he does the shopping, um, and he gets things that you like. He remembers the things you like, and I try to kind of use a less harsh voice, that kind of contrasts some of the bully vibes. I tried to make him seem like a genuinely nice guy, like um you know a good boyfriend, because I feel like I kind of wanted to create that, uh like get you guys to feel conflicted, whether or not you really want to break it off with this guy, because he hurt you in the past a lot, but you've also had really nice memories with him, like now. I kind of wanted to, yeah, put you guys on the spot where you're like, oh, do I want to leave him, or do I want to be with him, that type of thing. I'm not exactly sure if I was able to do that too well. I definitely, now that I think about it, um because this was more or less improv, but now that I think about it, I feel like maybe I could have added more sweeter elements about this boyfriend to make that decision a little bit more difficult, because I definitely think that I put more emphasis on how he hurt you, um like the things he said. Well, I didn't really do that either, now that I think about it, but I did spend a lot of it like on like the apology section, so that, I guess, kind of could show how bad it was before. Maybe, I have no idea. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I just I feel like something like this would be very difficult to navigate in real life. Especially if, like, that this partner is like, it's um is just perfect, right? How do you come to terms with the fact that they used to be like, an asshole? And I used like the so at the beginning, I know I didn't exactly make it super duper clear. Like, when you first listen to the audio, you click on it, you might think that's the boyfriend already. But I wanted to include that little um like intro with the childhood friend, or at least I think it was a childhood friend. I forgot, like a friend. Maybe it wasn't childhood friend, but friend. I wanted to have that person kind of set the stage of like, wait, you're with this guy, the guy who used to hurt you really badly. I kind of wanted to use that as like a way to set things up, I suppose, because I feel like it makes sense. Like a friend, well, at least a good friend, right, would remember who has hurt you before, and they would want to, try to avoid that from happening again. They would want you to get like they would want to get that person away from you. I feel like I would kind of have a hard time forgiving someone who's who would make my friends really miserable and whatnot. Um, Obviously people can change, but I feel like to a certain extent, some things would still be pretty hard to forgive. So yeah, just wanted to have that in the beginning. Um, I feel like someone would get more protective when the danger is more dangerous. That was a really dumb line, but you know what I'm trying to say. Um, so yeah, that's all I wanted to say, I think. Um, Again, sorry for missing some days of uploading. I've been working on like the mash up stuff. Yeah. Um, I also had a really bad headache today. Um, and I'm tired of shit. So, there might have been other things I wanted to say that I cannot remember off the top of my head. But if I do have anything else I want to say, I'll save it for next time, maybe. But I'm probably gonna forget as well because you know, not I don't have the best memory sometimes when it comes to some stuff. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.